Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Masonry Online Classroom. Today, I will share Safety Technology Knowledge 2. Requirements for standardized masonry operations. This lesson contains two parts, which are 1. Safety signage on the construction site. 2. Basic knowledge of safety operations for masonry workers. Firstly, let's understand safety signage on the construction site. There are 4 safety colors: red, yellow, blue, and green. Red indicates prohibition, stoppage, and danger. Yellow indicates caution and warning. Blue indicates reminder and instruction. Green indicates passage and safety. 1. Meaning of safety warning signs. Prohibition signs, red, represent prohibition, stoppage, firefighting, and danger. Examples include climbing prohibition, strict no smoking areas, and areas where people should not touch. 2. Warning signs, yellow, represent warnings and caution, such as caution, safety, and watch out for electric shock. 3. Instruction signs, blue, green represent instructions, passage, safety, and information, such as wearing protective equipment, safety pathways, and signs guiding vehicle movement. Next, let's get to learn Part 2. Basic knowledge of safety operations for masonry workers. 3 requirements for masonry worker safety operations. 1. Safety awareness. Masonry workers must have safety awareness and be vigilant at all times. 2. Standardized operations. Masonry workers must follow standardized operations and should not make arbitrary changes. 3. Protective measures. Masonry workers must be equipped with proper protective equipment to ensure their own safety. Standardized operations for masonry workers include wearing a safety helmet when entering the construction site, including indoors, standing on scaffolding and edges while operating, and using safety belts when necessary. When the masonry height exceeds 1.2 meters, scaffolding must be set up for operations. For operations conducted at a height exceeding 2 meters, inclusive of 2 meters, it is imperative to establish reliable footholds and implement protective measures. The scaffolding must be secure and stable. Operations at heights should be conducted on an operational platform. Constructing operational platforms using brick supports is strictly prohibited. High stools must be used, and neither brick supports nor bricks are allowed underneath or on top of the high stool. It is strictly prohibited to stand on brick piers or walls for marking, cleaning, scraping mortar, or suspending lines. Facing the wall when cutting bricks, and cleaning the scaffolding and broken bricks on the brick wall after work to prevent injuries from falling. No more than 2 persons are allowed on the same plank. Materials must be properly placed to prevent falling and injuries. Do not run, play, or crowd on scaffolding. Do not rest against protective railings or linger in pits. Do not walk, operate, draw lines, or clean seams on the top of walls. Do not use unstable objects to raise planks for operations. Do not throw materials, tools, or debris downward during operations. Neatly stack brick piles, and the stacking height should not exceed 1.5 meters, with a distance of at least 1 meter from the edge of the pit. When transporting materials with a handcart, maintain balance and grasp the center of gravity. Do not run or release the handcart abruptly. The distance between carts on flat ground should not be less than 2 meters, and downhill should not be less than 10 meters. There should be measures to block carts at the pouring point. Materials, sand, cement, lime, should not be left on the unloading platform for a long time. They must be transferred immediately. Additionally, cleanliness must be maintained in the mixing room, cement warehouse, and storage yard. Cleaning is required at the end of each working day, and cement bags must be placed in designated positions. When vertical transportation equipment is not stable, it is prohibited to engage in material loading and unloading. For skip hoists, personnel should stand on the inside of the material platform protection door when waiting. It is strictly forbidden to extend the head or hands outside the protection door. After the skip hoist is pushed out, the protection door must be closed promptly. Simultaneously, before the lifting basket comes to a complete stop, personnel are strictly prohibited from entering the basket to prepare for transportation. When transporting scaffolding, elevators, the wheels must be securely locked before and after, ensuring stable lifting and lowering. Concrete mixer operators must undergo training, pass assessments, and hold certificates before going on duty. Construction machinery must undergo a trial run before use. During operation, operators must not leave their posts and must pay attention to the mechanical operating status at all times. Before operating the mortar mixer, check the power supply voltage, transmission mechanism, working and protective devices, and brakes, ensuring they are securely fastened and reliable. It is strictly prohibited to touch or closely observe the mixing situation during operation. Cleaning or inserting objects into the mixing tank is not allowed while the mixer is running. It is also strictly forbidden for anyone to walk under the hopper or clean materials from below. When repairing mortar mixers, power must be cut off. A safety pin must be inserted, and a dedicated person must supervise the end of mixing. The mixer must be promptly cleaned and lubricated. That concludes our lesson for today. Thank you all for watching.